Mickey's Dangerous Chase is a Game Boy game released in 1991. Like many Disney games on Nintendo systems, it was developed by Capcom, and takes most of its mechanics, I'd say, from another more well-known Capcom game, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, as you use a throwing mechanic and blocks as your primary defense. It even has a few enemies like these flying squirrels that are very similar to ones in Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, and like most Capcom Mickey Mouse style games, you're after Pete. Like seriously, all the Capcom Mickey based games I've played thus far, that's what you do. However, like the title suggests, it's a dangerous chase. At the end of every level, Goofy says some stoner ass shit suggesting he saw Pete, and keep going, chasing after him. Oh, her shoes! You're gonna make me break a heel. And a nail. The stages are a mixed bag. The game starts off chill and casual enough, even fun, just going from point A to B, but gradually gets a bit tougher. Once you reach around the midway point though, it might get on your nerves with a stage where you have to just go through blocks, avoiding balls and spikes. It's enough of a challenge, and I'm all for that, but it's more annoying sometimes than challenging, especially with stages like this having pretty repetitive music, although some of the levels do have some pretty good tunes. Another annoyance, but par for the course I suppose, is you might die near the end of stages and have to start the stage all over as there's no checkpoints in the levels. That being said, they're pretty short, but sometimes stages can be tricky, especially on the back end, which may leave you possibly scrounging mystery blocks for health. God, give me some health, bro. Oh, we beat it anyway, thank God. Oh no. Oh! Goofy was right there, I see his stoner nose. There's a factory stage with conveyor belts that can be tough, and you have to do short hops sort of jumps often. There's also a ton of these what I'll call edge jumps, where you have to be right on the edge to make these little jumps, and they can be pretty scary and tricky too, but you can get used to them. Mixing things up, there's a few auto-scrolling stages, including one on water, vertical ones where you have to ride balloons, and one where you have to jump from buzzers. This one in a car can be rough, as you can fall to your death or get screen crushed. Oh god, we're gonna get smushed! But the worst is definitely the second to last stage where you have to auto-scroll up a building, and if you accidentally go the wrong way, you have like no platforms to jump to. Fucking pot plants. I hate pot plants. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die. We're gonna fucking die. What the hell was that? Oh, we're dead. It's really shitty trial and error, and you sort of have to memorize a path, but to add insult to injury, a lot of these jumps you have to do on the very edge of the platforms to make. And even more insult to injury is if you game over, you start back at the beginning of the world, which is not too far back as this game is only 5 stages broken up into 3 acts each, but it can still be pretty spirit-breaking. I have to go through all that shit again. That factory. This is blocks. Salty. There's also one part with these barrels that I swear you can't make it through without getting hit. So you have to carry a block to the first one, then damage boost through the second one using iframes to get through the third one. I'm sure it's doable, but it must be extremely tight timing. There's a few power-ups, including very, and I mean very brief invincibility, as well as hearts for health and star collectibles. 100 is a 1-up, but there's also black stars which count as 10 stars, or these blinking stars that equal a 1-up. There's also 4 of these orbs in every level that can net you bonus lives as well if you get them all. As a Game Boy game, it's not bad, but it's certainly not great. It's pretty average overall. It will likely challenge you a bit, but also equally frustrate you, especially the first time through. I was initially impressed by it, hoping for a sort of Chip and Dale clone on Game Boy, but ultimately fell short and felt a bit uninspired. And not to spoil the ending, but from a plot perspective, this is one of the worst, cheesiest, cringy endings I've ever fucking seen. Like, this is the sort of stuff that makes you want to puke. Like, I couldn't believe it. What the fuck? That was the worst ending ever I've ever seen in my life. It was almost pukable. A bird? Oh, you're safe, little bird. Oh, it's for you, Minnie. Ha ha. What could it be? A bird? Oh, you're safe now, little bird. That was all over a fucking bird.